Welcome to Civics in a Year, the podcast that makes civic literacy fast, accessible, and surprisingly engaging. In just 10 minutes an episode, we'll tackle one of 250 essential questions about American democracy, how it works, why it matters, and what it means for you. Whether you're a student, a teacher, or just someone who wants to better understand your country and your rights, you're in the right place. Civics in a Year is powered by the Civic Literacy Curriculum from the Center for American Civics and is produced in partnership with the School of Civic and Economic Thought and Leadership at Arizona State University. Hi friends, welcome back to Civics in a Year Kids Edition. Today's big question is, what do the founders say are the key qualities of a good president? Let's start with a little imagination. Think about your school. What if you got to pick a class president to help make decisions, represent the students, and maybe even talk to the principal for the whole class? Would you pick a kid who always brags or one who never does their homework? Probably not. You'd want someone who's honest, responsible, and willing to work hard for everyone, not just themselves. Well, when the founders of the United States were writing the Constitution in 1787, they had a similar challenge. What makes a good president for the whole country? Founders, people like George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, and James Madison, worried about giving one person too much power. They didn't want another king. But they also knew the country needed a leader who could act quickly and wisely when important decisions had to be made. So what qualities did they say were the most important? First of all, honesty and character. A president should be trustworthy and set a good example. Washington showed this by refusing to become a king, even though people wanted him to. Secondly, wisdom and knowledge. Alexander Hamilton wrote that the president needs to understand laws, history, and even the military so they could protect the country. Third, courage. Leaders have to make hard choices, even when they aren't popular. Lastly, respect for the people. James Madison believed presidents must remember that power comes from the people, not from themselves. Let's fast forward about 70 years to another famous president, Abraham Lincoln. When Lincoln became president in 1861, the country was divided and headed into the Civil War. Talk about a tough job. But the qualities the founders had written about helped guide him. Lincoln was known for his honesty. His nickname was Honest Abe. He showed wisdom in studying the Constitution and searching for the right way to keep the country together. He showed courage by issuing the Emancipation Proclamation, even though he knew not everyone would support it. And most importantly, Lincoln reminded the nation that the government's power comes from the people, famously saying at Gettysburg that our country is of the people, by the people, and for the people. So what do the founders say make a good president? Honesty, wisdom, courage, respect for the people. And leaders like Abraham Lincoln showed that these qualities aren't just words on paper. They were qualities that could hold the nation together during his hardest time. So the next time you hear about presidents, past, present, or future, think about those qualities. They're not always about being the loudest, the most popular, or the most powerful. They're about serving others with character and courage. I'm Liz, and this has been Civics in a Year Kids Edition. Thanks for listening, and remember the qualities that make a good president can also make a good friend, classmate, or even future leader. Who knows? Maybe it's you. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Civics in a Year. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who cares about a constitutional republic as much as you do. For more episodes, resources, and updates, follow us on social media or visit us at civics.asu.edu. Make sure to check out the show notes for any relevant links. Special thanks to the United States Marine Band for their performance of the Stars and Stripes Forever. Let's keep building a stronger constitutional republic, one episode at a time.